Good evening. Now let's see how one can access Akintanapia University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development Library's resources. So from your browser, you type amstead.edu.gh. From the main landing page, there are two ways to access the library portal. That is, you can find the library's resources here and under the main tab Academics, where you would also find University Library. So there are two ways: the shortcut library, then under Academics, other side on the um, top right corner. So here you are. This is the University Library Portal, quite nicely and colorful. On this page, you can access a number of very useful resources that can help you in your studies, and I would urge you all to patronize this page as it is very interactive and provides a lot of self-service opportunities for you to access critical library resources that will help you in your academic and research endeavors whilst being a member of the university. So from the main landing page, we will just take a minute to explore the various menus. So from the very beginning, you can see research databases. This is research databases A to Z, where you find all the publications that you need for your academic work, and this is differentiated from Remote X, which you find off-campus access resources, especially with digital library resources. Then you move to ProQuest eBooks, where we also make available to you a lot and rich books, textbooks that cover all subjects for you for your studies. And you move to AAMUSTED LibCat, which includes an online catalog. A catalog is simply a list of items. In this case, this resource provides you with a list of books that are available in the library. They are organized according to subjects. We use the Library of Congress classification system to organize our subjects or the books that we have in the library. And on the online catalog, you can search for the records of books. So here you don't get full text of books, but you want to know the physical books that we have in the library. ProQuest, you find ebooks or what you normally call soft copy books, but these are licensed books that are not freely available on the open internet. But here you find the records, or what we will technically call the metadata of books that actual physical books that are on the shelves in the library. But here you are able to find out through the call number or the address of the book, so that you can come in and locate the book, take it from the shelf, read, and then either borrow or only refer to them. The next major menu you find on the landing page is e-learning courses. So today you find a lot of opportunities to learn several subjects. So as you study pure academic programs here in the university, you also have the opportunity to learn other skills, soft and hard skills that you need in the very competitive world of work. Later on, we may get the opportunity to explore. You also have open educational resources. These are openly, when I say open, what I mean is that they are made freely available legally. They are legally made available educational resources that mainly include books, textbooks actually, that have been written or authored by academics from several universities and institutions across the world. So you have open educational resources that can complement the books and information that you receive from your lectures, your lecturers in your learning endeavors. Now, the next step, AAMUSTED Knowledge Manager. Here, we provide you access to the institutional research output of the university, including theses and dissertations, reports and memoranda, conference proceedings, article preprints and postprint, open access publications, and other open artifacts. So here you can find the project thesis or dissertations, or what undergraduates will call project, but here you only find postgraduate, that is masters and PhD research work, which are normally brought here for the whole world to know the research that is conducted by the students of the university. But it's beyond that. You also have um, what I would say, versions of articles that have been published online, but sometimes the actual published articles that are on databases or on sites that you cannot freely download, but we are able to make copies available legally here. But as I said, there are some articles that cannot be legally placed here on the free internet. So what we do is that we contact the authors or the researchers who publish them, and we get what we call the preprint or the postprint. Preprint simply means the version of the article, the final published article that was submitted to the editors before the review of the manuscript was done. And usually it is not the final or most it's not the most recent version of the research or the article, and so one may have to be careful when citing from such documents. Then we also have postprint. So some journals would also, per their journal rules, allow authors to post or to share freely um, the version of their manuscript before a journal publishes a work and becomes an article. It is called a manuscript. Before the manuscript is finally published, what has been reviewed by the reviewers or the experts, or what we call peer reviewers, but has not yet been published, it is allowed to be shared by some journal editors. And this is what you find in AAMUSTED Knowledge Manager. Currently, we haven't yet populated it. In a short while, we will start populating it with thesis and some of these research output. It also includes reports, some reports generated by the university, and then even memos that are written by administrators. But we also have even conference proceedings. So you may find that this is the hub of the institution's intellectual output. So we contribute to knowledge management in the university for and on behalf of its members. Then we also have AAMUSTED ePasco. Simply, this is a collection of the past questions that are available for members of the university, especially students, to consult when preparing for examination to guide them in their preparation. Then when you move to this, you have library research tutorials. Here, what you find is that we have a link on YouTube where most of these training materials, even including this very tutorial you are listening to, we place all the videos, all the guides, all of them here, so that you can always find assistance when looking for some guidance to use our resources. Then lastly, we have Turnitin. Turnitin is a software that helps you to manage plagiarism, or the level at which you can borrow external text into your own work. So when you find works or documents that you like to consult, because in academic writing or research writing, one always consults what others have done before them, and so you do so, but there is a need to um, be guided by the rules of plagiarism and good ethical writing, good ethics, and all that. And so plagiarism is important, and that is why the university has acquired a software called Turnitin to help all of us, including students, especially postgraduate students, to manage plagiarism in the academic work. So with this software, one only needs to pass or turn in their document or manuscript, they are written or typed documents, to be able to find what is available. Now on this web page, you would also find a number of interesting sub menus. So here I've gone to the main menus, not the main, the landing page menus. So you can find profile of the university librarian, that is the head of the university library, a welcome message, and then even get to know the staff and the organizational structure of the library. You can also become a friend of the library. We would want to build friendships and partnerships and cooperation with users as well as external people who are external to the university, people who would like to help us donate to build our collections and other resources. So we have a form here which one can fill and then indicate the kind of support they will have. They would like to support the library, the university library with. As you can see, ticking any of them and then submitting finally, of course, filling with your name and where you are, and then submitting to us would help us to know your interest in how you want to be our friend. Then here you can find policies of the university library, our opening hours. When you click on it, it takes you to this side, so you get to know when we are available to be used or consulted. You can also register with us. Indeed, we do a bulk registration of all students of the university by obtaining the registered student list of the university every academic year, at the beginning of the academic year. But there are others who would also like to come in, because registering with the library enables you to borrow a book and it enables you to do other things in the library. So it is very important. So one can just click on this and then we will be able to have information about you so that we can register you even before you come. Our annual report can be found here. The strategic plan, which is a component of the university strategic plan, is also found here. Our newsletter, we have a photo gallery, and then how to contact us. Most importantly, you will also find all that I have already explained at the main landing page. So you'll find research databases, you'll find off-campus access, how to use our resources even when you are not on campus, our library catalog, our the progress book, all that I talked about earlier, you find them here as well. What is interesting is that if you like to access any of our resources, you can even communicate to us if you are finding a problem. For instance, when it comes to off-campus access, one needs to be registered. We have a form here which you can click on and fill for us to be able to register you, for you to have off-campus access. So as you can see, you fill in with your name and then click on submit. So much self-service opportunity here. So on this main tab, you also have services. Of course, there are many services we offer, but we have isolated a few of them here. Article request service. So you want to find an article that you are unable to locate, you can click on this and send us details of the article, the name of your name, the article title, a journal name, volume, issue, digital object identifier, very, very important, and then your phone number, and then you submit, and we'll be able to help you with this article that you are looking for, which you cannot find. You also want to buy a book, or you've seen a book online or in the library that you would like us to help you purchase or buy. You can also click on this. It takes you to a form where you can input all the details of the book, and then we will contact you with the pro forma invoice. The university library doesn't make profit out of this, and so we would only deal with the supplier and produce the pro forma invoice for you to decide whether you like to buy the book or not. Then we also have a human library program, a very innovative program, very much related to the mandate of the university, which is a University of Entrepreneurial Skills Training. And as part of that, to help achieve that mandate, we have a human library program which allows one to especially accomplished personalities in various fields of entrepreneurship be brought to the library through a special arrangement, and for students to consult them for a particular period, as if they are borrowing them, as if they own them for that particular moment. So students may be allowed to borrow a human library for, let's say, a period of 1 hour. So you can imagine, if we manage to bring let's say Kennedy Japan, or let's say Osei Kwame, despite of course these are high profile, but they're also very quite lowly known entrepreneurs, but who are doing so well, who can also come in at any point to play this very, very mentorship role, which our students would benefit greatly from. So on this page, you can click on this if you would like to serve as a mentor. So it's simply a mentorship program. Become a human library, simply a mentorship program. You fill in and you submit, and we'll get your details and then take it from there. So you move to publishing services. So this provides a number of resources to help our users or members of the university to be very research productive. So what we offer is that we provide a list of accredited journals that may be high impact or may be very relevant to the area of our various academics and researchers. So we provide all these for people to push forward in the university in respect of their research activities. Now we have a link to the Directory of Open Access Journals, a top index when it comes to journals that are open access. You also want to publish your book, we can help you with the international standard book number and all that. Now, last but not the least, of course, not the last tab here, but you have Turnitin and software installation. So I've already talked about Turnitin. From this page, you can request for originality check. You click on this link and it takes you to our email. It opens the email service, which you can then send your article. So I use Google. I'll just click here and then you'll see our email right there, which would send the article to the Turnitin email service for staff to help you with that. Now we also help you to do your referencing and all that using automated technologies. So Zotero or Mendeley, we offer training on these. We can help you to do your data analysis. We offer training and all of these. We can install all of these softwares for you and train you. So some of these are the most important resources you will find on our website, and we hope that you would enjoy using um, AAMUSTED Library, which is found in both Kumasi and Mampong campuses. I am Dr. Christopher Osuansan, the acting university librarian, and it's been a pleasure being with you, introducing you to our university library web portal. Thank you and see you.